in the regular app.
Ragu is the cheap stuff. Prego, that's the cheap stuff. Classico, you got to get this stuff when it's on sale. It's expensive.
Raskin, she's, paid her dues, and you're going to have Connolly be the face of oversight during the Trump era. The most ironic thing is you can't have a job.
Over those years, he's 74, 70, who are on the other side of this, who think that it is kind of a powerful committee. They are looking at,
and the media downplay the presence of this game in Colorado. Here's the enrollment.
2022, they have spent $350 million and eventually the left in sanctuary cities. It's not legal as far as I'm concerned. And number two, if
they're not doing anything to these, and you want people to come out and say, hey, I need help. These might be the parents who are still trying to get their children, but they don't have the money. This should have never have happened.
You're not going to tell me you about to do that.
I ain't know if we can delete that one.
Everyone, if you don't pay us, this is what's going to happen.
Work it off. So you have millions of people who are here illegally, and they have to do whatever they're told, or else they're going to get tortured. And this is going to go on for years. This could never end. One door in front of you. Hiring around-the-clock security. And even then, they don't feel safe. Every American, they could look like an old woman. And she's actually working. Everything is now more dangerous than it was 4 years ago, and that's because of this guy. I'm pointing this way at Jessica, and she knows what I mean by the big guy.
Jessica, do you want to comment on Colorado, or you want a
break with traditional sanctuary?
You know exactly where she at.
No, she's lost ago. I wonder why she posted this tomorrow. Well, they're pissed off because she has a casual conversation that I really don't know much about. The reason why is not only because I had a conversation with Anna Kasparian a few days ago, was to highlight how these individuals who call themselves progressives or decides that, hey, I think Democrats took a massive L in this election. I want to react to just a little bit of the thing. I really do not like this. So without further
going on Trap Squad, this is Pastor Ben. There's so much happening on your screen. Right, conversation between Marcus Farrell, Mayor Mundell, to this guy, a black conservative that Anna Kasparian is now.
All business owners across the country to see how the structures of their companies, i.e. sole proprietorship, get rich.
I'm sorry, I'm in the zone in this drink.
Notice how all these race hustlers, all of them are successful in their own right? They go national television as multi-millionaires, and they'll tell everybody else, oh, well, how they had to put in the hard work to achieve success. Now, some of them, again, they got anything is holding back everybody else. At the individual level, it's not
good old crab dip.
What's holding you back is your own individual behaviors. And I've observed the difference between, generally speaking, how black people think about money, wealth, business versus everybody else, because it seems as if black people are struggling with this more so than every other group. And I'm gonna tell you what the difference is. The difference is how you think about money and financial literacy. Let me give you an example. I mentioned this a lot on my channel, but I do for a reason. Expensive car that depreciates in value as soon as you. I'm not gonna go buy some expensive house and take on some mortgage that you really can't afford. No, they said we are going to save our money, live below our means, and continue to invest in appreciating assets and keep buying businesses until we get to a point where we are comfortable enough, not just Indians, but anybody in this country that is successful. It's the same thing. And the people that I see that are not so successful, that are still at the quote-unquote bottom, okay, that are living in poverty, they have a completely different mentality when it comes to financial literacy.
Fill it up.
They discriminate against blacks. But there's literally nothing
I don't even know what you're doing.
stopping any black person in this country
You're not even showing me the
from
thing.
taking the extra money that they save and investing in, right? Go take that extra money. I could have went out and partied. But instead, I spent that night Ubering. Why? Because I knew that, okay, I'm going to make a ton of money tonight. And I took that money and I invested it in the stock market. I invested it.
Why you trying to break?
I'm telling you this because I'm giving you a real life example of how you can. And white man holding me down about it, that does absolutely in the perfect situation. Most people in this country are not born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Most people in this country, in order to be successful, they got to grind. And it's just very unfortunate that sometimes you got to give people what they want. Then, yeah, we're not going to support you, right? It's not about Trump, the man. It's about America first, right? It's about the policy.
Actually care about, because he goes on to
100% spot on from Sarah Hayes. She's right. It's gaslighting. When you continuously tell people that their reality isn't real, that be relying on.
Hey, my service done went out now, so now it's wanting me to do second.
And the things they experience around them, yeah, people get pissed off about that, right? And
Nice, thick, hearty, rich sauce. Put the plate together, girl.
I can't get you getting the whole plate together.
And bam, there you have it.
Looks good.